In the small town of Danvers, Massachusetts, nestled just north of Boston, Colleen Ritzer was known for her radiant smile and boundless optimism. At only 24 years old, she'd already made a name for herself as one of the most beloved teachers at Danvers High School. Her classroom was more than a place to learn math. It was a sanctuary where students felt seen, heard, and valued. Colleen believed deeply in second chances. She often stayed late after school to tutor struggling students or offer words of encouragement. To many, she wasn't just a teacher. She was a mentor, a cheerleader, and sometimes even a confidant. No one could have imagined that her kindness would become the very thing that put her in harm's way. Among Colleen's students was Philip Chisholm, a quiet 14-year-old who had recently moved to Danvers from Tennessee. He was new to the school and still adjusting to life in a different state. Some teachers noticed him slipping through the cracks, withdrawn, sullen, and often disengaged, but not Colleen. She saw potential in every student, including Philip. When he struggled with assignments, she offered extra help. If he seemed distant, she asked if everything was okay. To the outside world, Philip appeared like any other teenager navigating adolescence. But beneath his unassuming demeanor lay something darker, a storm brewing silently, unnoticed by those around him. On October 22, 2013, a crisp autumn afternoon, Colleen stayed late at the school to grade papers and prepare lessons for the next day. As the halls emptied and the sun dipped below the horizon, few people remained in the building. Sometime after classes ended, surveillance cameras captured an unsettling scene. Philip Chisholm followed Colleen into a second-floor bathroom. Witnesses later reported hearing raised voices, though no one intervened. Minutes later, silence fell over the hallway. When Colleen didn't return home that evening, her family grew worried. They called friends, co-workers, and eventually the police. A search began immediately, but it wasn't until hours later that her body was discovered in the woods behind the school. The sight was devastating, a brutal reminder of how quickly light can be extinguished. Investigators pieced together what happened. Armed with a box cutter, Philip had attacked Colleen in cold blood. After taking her life, he used a recycling bin to transport her body outside, leaving her in the dense underbrush. The methodical nature of his actions chilled everyone who heard the details. As news of the murder spread, shockwaves rippled through Danvers. How could such a horrific act happen in their tight-knit community? And why would a student target someone as kind-hearted as Colleen? During interviews with police, Philip revealed chilling motives. "She was nice," he reportedly said. "I wanted to see what it felt like." These words haunted investigators and the public alike, exposing a void of empathy so profound it defied comprehension. Forensic evidence painted an even grimmer picture. After killing Colleen, Philip sexually assaulted her body, adding another layer of horror to the crime. Prosecutors described the attack as premeditated and deliberate, driven by a disturbing lack of remorse. Philip's defense team argued insanity, claiming he suffered from severe mental illness that impaired his judgment. However, the jury ultimately rejected this argument, finding him guilty of first-degree murder and related charges. At just 14 years old, Philip Chisholm became one of the youngest individuals ever convicted of such a heinous crime. Initially sentenced to life in prison without parole, his punishment was later reduced under Massachusetts law due to his age at the time of the offense. He will be eligible for parole after serving 20 to 25 years. For Colleen's family, justice brought little solace. Their daughter, the vibrant young woman who dedicated her life to helping others, was gone forever. In her memory, they established the Colleen Ritzer Memorial Scholarship Foundation, ensuring that her legacy lives on through future educators. The tragedy left an indelible mark on Danvers. Teachers, parents, and students grappled with feelings of grief, anger, and fear. Conversations about mental health awareness, school safety, and early intervention gained renewed urgency. For some, the case served as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of reaching out to those in need. Colleen's death also sparked national discussions about juvenile violence and accountability. Could anything have been done to prevent this tragedy? Would recognizing warning signs have made a difference? These questions lingered long after the trial ended. Remembering Colleen today, Colleen Ritzer is remembered not for how she died, but for how she lived. Friends and former students speak fondly of her unwavering belief in their potential. Her family continues to honor her memory by supporting aspiring teachers, ensuring that her passion for education endures. Though the pain of her loss remains, her story serves as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of kindness and the enduring impact of a single life. In the quiet moments, when the wind rustles through the trees near Danvers High School, it's easy to imagine Colleen's voice whispering softly, "Keep believing."